Hello YouTube, this is a response video to the previous video that I made on how to fix some audio issues. I know some audio is very tricky, can be very annoying. Now I did go over some of the reasons why you may have audio issues. For example, I did go over uh, checking your settings directly on your system preferences, going to output and input, making sure the volume levels are up there, are high enough for you to hear it, as well as for the input as well. If you're having issue with like a microphone not having sound or anything like that. Uh, I've also gone over how to use system preferences under sounds to manage any audio interface that you may have, as well as other devices like speakers and HDMI audio devices like a television. Now, there is one more thing that I did not go over in my previous video that could be the reason why. And that is making sure your audio and MIDI settings are set up properly with the right frequency. You can just search MIDI under Spotlight and you should see audio and MIDI setup pop up. Go ahead and open up that application. That's what it's going to look like. And what on the left hand side of the little window that's going to pop up, you'll see all of your devices that you currently have plugged in. And right there towards the middle, you will see a section that says format. And really the most important thing is you want to be on two channel 32-bit or 24-bit. Now, if your device, usually like MacBook Pros, would support 32-bit audio, you want to be sure you're on 32-bit. So you want to switch that over. And you want to be on the highest frequency as possible. Sometimes some devices, whatever device you're using, you may increase the frequency and it just switches it back to a lower frequency. That's okay. What the computer does is that it tests that device to make sure that it can support that higher frequency, and if it cannot, then it would just go back to a more supported frequency. One more thing you can do with your devices, for example, I have my audio interface plugged in here, but let's say you have a stereo surround sound speakers plugged in. You can also manually set them up by going to configure them right where you're seeing on the screen right there. So you can choose right or left and specifically assign the speakers their roles just to be sure everything is working as they should. All right, so just make sure the volumes are up, you're in the right channel, you're in the right frequency. I'm using an iMac and it's 2 channel at 24. So that is it. Occasionally you may have like third-party software that you are using, and for example iTunes or YouTube may have sound, but then that software may not work. In my case, I do come into that a lot with Logic Pro, and this is the same for a lot of DAW softwares or any other software that audio can come out of. You can always just double check your system preferences, go to the application name, go to system preferences, check the audio settings, make sure the input and output is set up properly, that you are on the right device. But other than that, that is it. I hope this was super helpful. I know some of you guys did find my previous video helpful, and some of you guys still have questions. If this did not work, definitely check your device itself. Maybe you might be having some sort of hardware issue. But let me know if this works. Comment below, subscribe, and we can chat about it. Hopefully, if maybe I missed something, just let me know. I can make another video. I can make a part 3 to further help you guys out. Thank you. Peace. Thanks for the love.